back. How are you all doing today? Hope you're all doing well on this fine day. Or at least it's pretty fine here in New Zealand. It's actually quite decently temperatured today, which is funny because it was raining earlier. Come on, microphone, be nice. It was raining earlier, so rain is bad, kids. Rain is bad. No, it's actually quite fine. All right, so today the hope is, but I'm not 100% sure. Hold on, guys. Going live with Ratchet and Clank 2. Hoping to just gotta do the usual Discord and Instagram. Where are we? Here we go. And then one more. Alright, now I just gotta do Instagram. So yeah, no, I hope you're all doing well out there today. It was a rainy day before, it's now not a rainy day, and I'm not 100% sure why. Where's my phone? But as I've probably mentioned before, Auckland has a notorious reputation for having 4 seasons in one day, and today seems to be no different. Let's have a check of alright, audio levels seem good. Fantastic. Alright, hold on guys, let's just let me do quickly an Instagram post. And then we will be on to some gameplay. Yeah. I'll just do the hashtags myself. Biggest problem with doing Instagram is the hashtags, because you want to reach the biggest audience as possible. So yeah. Crypto1 says, hey there. Hello, my friend. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. But how are you doing? Right, link in bio. Right, hashtags. Twitch. Hashtag Twitch affiliate. Hashtag Twitch streamer. Hashtag streamer. Hashtag streaming. Hashtag. What else have I done under S? Streamer, streaming, story mode. Oh yes, story mode. Sony. What else have we got here? Steam, Cena, no. Ratchet. Yes. Ratchet and Clank 2. Hashtag Ratchet and Clank. Hashtag RCT2. No. RNC2, because RCT2 is a completely different fucking franchise. Okay, that probably isn't gonna work. Right, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Apparently I haven't done PlayStation 3 as a hashtag yet for some bizarre reason. PS3, but I have done PS3, but that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Alright, there we go. Alright. Right, and with that all done and dusted, let me just check that the link in my bio is good. Fantastic. Right. What am I doing? I'm doing this. There we go. Right. Scrub Day 1 says, I'm doing fine, how are you? I am doing well, my friend. I am sort of tired a little bit. I don't know why, I just am a little tired. Today was really boring at work, that might be the reason why. Scrap Day 1 says, I'm just worried about where I live, you know, the usual. Why are you worried about where you live, my friend? Use the goddamn hammer. Use the hammer. Oh, wait. Whoops. No, go back down. Need to get hammer. Need to get Thor here on the elevator. Alright, now we can use the hammer. Alright, so the hope is, fingers crossed, if we're able to get through everything today, then we should finish this game, meaning that on Friday, we will be able to start work on the next game, which, fingers crossed, actually, if all goes well, should only actually take us one stream to do the next game. Based on how long it took me to do a Let's Play of this game over on my YouTube channel, it should not take us very long to do that game. So I reckon we'll be able to do that game in a singular stream. The other thing I'm going to have to think about is how the hell to get it working through OBS, because I'm pretty sure the last time I tried to capture that game and do it, it was a pain in the ass and just was not a lot of fun. So we'll see how that goes. Right, need to get the Gadgebots onto the platform and boing, up we go. Alright, enter. So yeah, finish the game today, fingers crossed. And then we can go into Friday, starting our brand new game. However, yeah, so if we don't finish the game today, finish it up on Friday, and then we'll also start working on our new game on Friday as well. So, yeah, that'll oh, shit. Hey! Bugger. That'll probably be like a double game stream. But yeah, we'll see. Gotten it. Hold on. Okay, thought I had to sneeze. Turns out I do not. Alright. Scrap Day 1 says, long story short, half of the government where I live is probably corrupt and people are pissed, the usual. Huh, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like an awful lot of fun. Anyway, right, now we can finally buy the plasma coil, which is good news. Where are you? Here we go. Just out of curiosity, shield charger. Right, no, yeah, let's plasma coil. Thank you very much. That is absolutely a gun we want because this gun is fantastic. I was reading today. I decided at work to spend like 15 minutes kind of going through a walkthrough of this game just to kind of see if there was any interesting facts that I didn't know about the game. I was surprised to learn that not a lot of people hold this weapon in high regard. No idea why. I held the plasma coil in very high regard. Apparently, according to the walkthroughs I was reading, it's actually quite a low-powered weapon in later stages of the game, but I've never experienced that, so... So, it's that was very interesting to read, but, yeah, no. I think the gun should be good. I've never had any problems with it myself, so... And as you can tell, it's fairly powerful. A few shots here and there, rips everybody up. But the next thing we need to work on is actually getting a bit of armor. So, Scrap Day 1 says, says, and the people are destroying everything they see, and tourism is scared of our people. That does not sound like a lot of fun, my friend. That does not sound like a lot of fun. But let's not dive too much into it, because we don't like to get political here on this channel. Let's just have a good time, have some fun, playing some video games, and yeah. Everybody will be happy, 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 happy. So, I have absolutely no idea. I did kind of a short relative estimate how long I think it's going to take. You know, will we actually be able to get to the end of the game? And I think provided that we're able to get the hover bomb gun, I think we'll pretty much be able to go right to the end of the game with no problems. Because even though some more armor would be nice, it's not really a necessity. Also, on top of that, I mean, at this point now, we're getting to the point where I have most of the weapons that I would require personally to defeat the boss. So the main thing we'll just have to worry about is upgrading them. So yeah, that's kind of the thing that I'm worried about the most at the moment, is just getting the weapons upgraded to do the final boss. Right, clearly I need both gadgetpots here at the same time, because otherwise this isn't going to work. Right, now go attack. Go be my bitches and go and attack. Thank you. Alright. I actually had a large desire yesterday coming home from work to stream, but I decided not to because, number one, I really wanted to work on playing Kingdom Hearts 3 because that's currently the game I'm working on outside of streaming. And that's been a lot of fun to play. However, last night I was making my way through the Frozen world, and they actually included Let It Go in the game, which made me want to... I actually was like contemplating like stopping... turning the game off and chucking it in the bin, smashing it with my foot, and wishing that I had never purchased it, because I fucking cannot stand Frozen. Love Kingdom Hearts, can't stand Frozen whatsoever. It was the biggest pain in the ass to have. Why they had to, you know, at that point they only included that song just to satisfy the Western audience. There's no other reason for including that song in a Japanese game other than to appeal to a Western audience. Why they had to put that in the goddamn game,
Another wrench.
I have no idea. And it just made me kind of go, oh, why? You were going so well. Why'd you must do this? But anyway, we'll move on. Thank God I finished it. Anyway, ooh. Oh, actually, I know where I can put it. Quick select. We want to replace the Blitz gun with the plasma coil. Alright, getting very, very close now to reuniting with Clank. I think there's only one little bit left to go. Yeah, I think after this little bit will be good. Provided I stop getting hit by gunfire, that might actually help us get to where we need to go relatively quickly. And it's really annoying not having a fucking helipack. I really want to... Oh, fuck. Right, there we go. Beautiful. Right. Destroy the boxes and out the door. Here we go.
So, did you run into your little friend out there?
What can I talk about? What can I talk about? What can I talk about? I don't know. I've got absolutely no idea. Not a fucking clue. Actually, Sunday stream. Actually, I understand what we can talk about. Sunday stream will be quite interesting because I've got my party for my. I've got my birthday party with my mates this upcoming Saturday, and I could be a wee bit hung over by that stream. I actually don't know. I do not plan to drink that much, but I could. That could be an interesting stream. Yeah, that one could be a very interesting stream. It's the plumber. Hello, Mr. Plumber.
Hey, I know those pants.
Scrapday1 says, anyways, when are you going to check out Town of Salem? That really depends on a couple of things. Number one, it depends on when we finish Ratchet and Clank 3, because my plan at the moment is to do Ratchet and Clank 2, the next game, which I'm not going to announce just yet. You guys will be able to find that out either on Friday. And then after that, we're going to do Ratchet and Clank 3. After that is probably the best time that we'll be checking it out. The only thing that might interrupt that is if the Halo Master Chief Collection finally releases for PC, or at least the first part of it does. Outside of that, I can definitely look into it then. I really need to determine if it is something that I'm going to stream as a series or not. Because Town of Salem, obviously, I'm pretty sure it's the game I'm thinking of. Let me just do a quick. I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is the game I'm thinking of. So, I've got friends who are very into that. We might, yeah, again, as I said, there is a version on Steam, which probably won't do because of price. But if there is a way of doing it for free, I'm definitely interested in doing it. But the only problem is multiplayer. As you guys know, as some of you returning viewers may know who have been here for a while, we don't really do multiplayer streams on this channel anymore. That is not necessarily the fault of any of you guys. That is the fault of some clever-ass wise guys who decided to come in and ruin some of our Quiplash streams. So if I do multiplayer streams, they are highly, highly rare, and also very strict. I have a lot of very strict rules regarding those streams that I require people to follow. And I'm not really a massive fan of doing multiplayer streams. So it really depends on if I can do it for free, and if I can get enough of my friends to want to play with me on the stream. Also, the other thing with the stream is that with the new time, my friends, it's very difficult for some of my friends to do it because they have jobs. Obviously, I have a job, but I finish at 2 in the afternoon, which makes this possible.
Ratchet, Clank.
But yeah, so yeah, what the goddamn fucking phone notifications. Yeah, so Town of Salem I will explore as a potential stream series. It may just be a one-off. But I also need to decide if I'm going to do it, how I'm going to go about doing it, because doing multiplayer streams is not something that I'm pretty sure I even state. I haven't actually read my rules in a while. I probably should. I'm pretty sure I'm very clear to state that, yeah, so I basically say, yeah, do not ask to play with me unless it's a multiplayer stream, and multiplayer streams will have strict rules, please obey them or you will be banned. Yeah, so yeah, so I'm sorry to people who may have already heard this about my multiplayer streams before. I hate to kind of beat around the bush and repeat it, but yeah, multiplayer streams, it's something that I'm going to have to look at doing as a potential, but it's not a definite. So yeah, that's basically all I can say about Town of Salem right now, my friend, is it's a potential but not a definite. Only because of my previous experiences playing Quiplash on stream and playing multiplayer on stream with others. Unfortunately, while some of you have said, don't let a few people spoil the fun for the rest of you guys, and I fully actually agree with that. The problem with that, though, is I'm not in the position to really... I'm in a very difficult position at the moment with the streaming. I've obviously got to make sure that, this is a safe and welcoming place for people of all walks of life. And unfortunately, sometimes shit like that happens, and it just... The biggest kicker was when they decided to, bring my family members into it. There was one stream where actually some people decided to actually bring my family members into the situation, which I do not appreciate, and that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. So, it's a shame, but in saying that, I've had far more fun. I've had way more fun doing the single player streams and talking to you guys and doing stuff like Planet Coaster and Ratchet and Clank and all that than I ever did doing the multiplayer streams. Multiplayer streams weren't necessarily... to be brutally honest, I don't know why I did them in the first place. I just think it would have been... I think at the time it was like, oh, this will be a great way to get people to come in. But, yeah, no, probably one of my early regrets was doing Quiplash streams. Oof, bloody hell. So... The other thing is I'm not a massive multiplayer gamer as well, outside of anything. Like, I know I did the Apex Legends streams, and I enjoyed that because I was able to play with my friend Kayla, and we did a stream, and that was enjoyable. I chose to do that. I did enjoy playing that game, but for the most part, I'm not a massive multiplayer fan. I actually try to avoid multiplayer in most instances. I do not enjoy it. Primarily because it can just be not fun. And I also grew up in an age where it was predominantly single player, not multiplayer. And I don't know about you guys, but multiplayer as a concept has never really... I've never found much enjoyment out of it. That being said, talking about the whole multiplayer thing, I really did enjoy doing the F1 2019 multiplayer stream. I did enjoy, but yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Oh, bugger. I had a building. Oopsies. I hit a building. Come on, blow up. Got raritanium. Stop shooting at me. Thank you. Not give you permission to shoot at me, you stupid little bitches. But we're able to blow up the ship before our ship explodes, then we'll be in good shape. Oh, for God's sake. Whoa, there's a ship there. Alright, get out of here. We gotta find some shield or health or something. Thank you. How close is the ship to being destroyed? Need more, Did I get it? Yes. Right. Thank you. Alright. Right. Just the race now. That's all. Oops, I missed a ring. That's alright, as long as I don't miss more than, I think it's 3 or something, I'm good. And this will give us a good chunk of bolts to get the hover bomb gun, and then after that, it's all fair game. Actually, the good thing is, we won't have to spend a heap amount of time going after moon crystals, which is surprising, because I actually thought we would have to spend like a huge amount of time going after those to get everything I wanted to get, which doesn't seem to be the case, which is good news. Again, every time I play this game, I always surprise myself at how well I'm able to just gather bolts. Maybe my cousin was right. Maybe I just have this innate ability to just get bolts like a motherfucker. Try not to crash. That would be helpful and glorious. Okay. Oops, I missed another ring. Shit. Can't miss another one, or we'll fail the challenge. I don't really fancy failing, thanks. How far ahead are we of the other person, racer, thing, ship? I actually think we're coming to the end now. Yay! And there we go. Lovely. Right. Money. Thank you. Right. Snivelac. It's times like these where you go, shit, they must have purely named some of these planets on weird, you know, how do they come up with Snivelac? You know, someone must have like sniveled in the office and they're like, that's brilliant. All right. I think we're 4 planets away from the end now, I want to say. But 109 grand will get us the shield charger. But actually, in a way, maybe the better thing to do is actually to get the next set of armor. Yui. Scrap Day 1 says, sorry mate, I gotta go early. That's perfectly fine, my friend. I hope you enjoyed the stream, what you got to see of the stream today, and I shall see you later, my friend. I need the fucking thing. Alright, so Thugs for Less headquarters. This is the first of what I consider to be the 2 final bosses, even though this one is far, far easier than obviously the final boss. Final boss is, well, is the final boss terribly difficult? I actually don't think it's that bad. I used to think it's bad, but now not so much. Right, now, thanks to the brilliance that is sniper rifles. Oh, this is glorious. Wow, not as powerful as I thought it would be. Where's the mini tube rocket? Right, can I use weapons on the... Oh, yes, I can. This makes our lives a lot easier. Alright, that makes our lives a lot easier. Once we come across here, no ships to have to shoot and deal with and contend with. Easy peasy. Thank you very much. I wonder who the hell's just arrived home. Not my mother. Oh well. Alright, okay, I'm not completely dark on the face cam. I'm still relatively light, which is good. Might just increase the light, however, slightly. Not too much, just a little bit of slightly, because it's gone cloudy again. It wasn't cloudy before, now it's gone cloudy again. Alright, we still need a bit more money before we can get... Oh. Oh, okay. Sure. That'll do. That'll do, son. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Right, get that, and then beautiful. Okay, right, there'll be more ships to destroy, so let's take out these fellas. Scheiße. Plasma coil. Go away. Please. I asked nicely. Manners are good. Manners are good, effective communication. I said nicely. Go away. Alright, a few more shots of mini rocket against that, and then plasma coil again on the thugs. Beautiful. Right, another nanotech upgrade, which will make our time through here a lot easier. Oi, where'd you come from, dick? Nobody likes you. Jesus effing Christ. Bang! Well, okay, that did jack shit. I was hoping that would do a slightly little bit more. Where the... Did I say you could respawn? The answer is no, I did not. Bounce up. Bang. Bada bang. Thank you. Right. Okay, so try to... Actually, we're in a very good position, because now I'm almost confident that we'll actually be able to get through... Ooh. Gotcha, that's one down, and then do we have... Yes. I'm actually almost confident now we will be able to get through the rest of the game with actually out needing to do any more monetary grinding of on a large scale apart from getting the hover bomb gun. Once we get the hover bomb gun, we'll actually be in the perfect position to go through right to the end, and provided we're actually able to survive without dying, pretty much right to the end, they'll actually be good because... Oh, God damn. Apologies for headphone users. You know, provided we're able to get to the end in the current shape that we are in now, with the current armor set, with the current weapon set, we actually shouldn't have too much difficulty in defeating the boss, meaning that will actually make this a lot shorter, which is good news. Only thing we just have to hope for is a decent range of weaponry that will actually be able to last us that time, because, as I've said many times before, the difficulty spike increases are ridiculous. And already we're starting to feel it with some weapons that just a while back were working quite well. Now, oh my, what the? Well, this is fun. Tiny man versus 2 flying ships. How is that fair? This is literally the definition of throwing an army against, one whole man and his army against, well, one man. See, the good thing is, by going about this, by actually taking on all the enemies, it means that we just keep upgrading our shit. Which is good news for us, because it means that by the time we get to the final boss battle, everything will be upgraded. Yay! And it'll also, because these enemies are more powerful, it will upgrade our weapons faster because they'll leave more points. Or microbes, or... There's like some official definition somewhere on like how, like what the weapons absorb in order to upgrade or something like that. Like, they've actually put some level of scientific explanation behind it. I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is, but they have tried to at least explain it in some way.
What's so funny?
It's quite clever in that regard.
Prepare to die.
Alright, we need to get on top of a building and fling ourselves up.
Get ready to feel the burn.
Oh, I forgot how sensitive this is. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, this is really sensitive and I don't like it. Why is it so sensitive? There is a very similar... Just trying to think. Oh wait, it might have been the first game where I was, and I'm just trying to think what boss battle it was in the first game where you were very easily able to what boss battle was it? Wait, get out. Oh yeah, it was the boss battle against Quark on the Gemlik moon base, and he sucks you into his tractor beam, and you have to, he fires missiles at you. That one was very easy to just slight movements of the stick be able to avoid the shots or destroy the missiles with just very slight movements of the stick. This is going to take us some time because he takes very little damage from these turrets. We have to kill him primarily using these turrets. So this is not necessarily going to be a difficult boss battle. It's going to be a lengthy one. Don't you love lengthy boss battles? Ones that should be about half the length of what they actually are. But for some reason, they make them really big. And no real reason as to why, either. Get out right at the last minute, and off we go. Right, where's the jump pad? Over here. Charge boots would be lovely. But no, because we're not wearing them, they don't activate.
Get ready to feel the burn.
In the turret. Thank you. Yeah, this is going to be a lengthy battle. There's going to be one of endurance and not power. Even though it should be one of power. Considering he's got a gigantic mech and I'm stuck with some static turrets that can only turn left and right. But that, I suppose, is the point of game design, is it? You put yourself in the odds in which they have the better odds of winning, and it's your job to, you know, turn those odds in your favor. Now my nose is runny all of a sudden. Not itchy. Actually, we haven't had an itchy nose in a stream for a while, which is actually quite nice. Haven't had to worry about itchy nose syndrome. Now I want to get on top of that building, but the jump pad's disappeared. Here we go. Charge boots would actually be far more of an effective way of getting around right now than these goddamn fucking helipacks. Just gotta try and remember to shoot the shit out of everything. I kind of wish that when he hit the turret, instead of it just blowing up the turret, like it destroyed the entire building. So that he was actively toppling the town as he went about destroying you. He completely and utterly crushed this little town or city or whatever the hell we're in. That'd be awesome. That'd be dope. Kind of like how you have on the little mini planets. As you kind of go along, the place that you're in kind of gets destroyed. Boing! Wow, convenient. Jumps you right into a turret. It can't be that accurate. We haven't even got halfway through his health. I don't remember this boss battle being this long. I remember it being a lot shorter than this. Actually, I'm kind of curious if you can shoot him with just regular weaponry, and if so, how much damage does it do versus these? Because if it actually is better to just shoot him with your guns, because it takes, you know, it's quicker, then I'd just much rather shoot him with my guns. We're now finally halfway. It's only taken us, I don't remember what time we started this bot. Holy crap, we've already been going for 43 minutes already. Jesus Christ, time flies. Holy crap. That's what happens when I get into a roundabout fucking multiplayer. Time just doesn't become an object anymore.
I'm gonna crush you like a little bug.
Right, so he's half dead. Why is he only half dead? Is my question. I gotta say, we've been just shooting at this guy for like 10 minutes. It may be 10 minutes. It could be 5 minutes. It could just feel like a very arduous and long 5 minutes. I hope it's not 5 minutes. I hope it feels like we've been here for at least 10. His legs look like a zebra. That's all I got at the moment. Like, I can't think of anything interesting commentary-wise to say, because it's just like, we're just shooting a fucking turret at this guy. Like, I mean, what more can you commentate on when shooting a turret? Wow, he's got some great hip action when he walks. Like, who cares? I will say though, it is some superb hip action. You know, instead of considering a life of crime, that mech should really consider a fashion career, because that mech could walk the runway like it's nobody's business with that hip action. Damn, son, damn hips.
After I'm done with you,
Damn hips couldn't even knock a cow off its ass. I don't know anymore. I don't even know, I do not know. Apparently the Black Caps came back from England today, based on my sources, of which are Facebook, which, as we know, is the best place to get all your legitimate news. Isn't covered in clickbait and fake news for days and days and days. I reckon if you were able to count all the fucking fake news and spam links and all the rubbish crap news stories that are on Facebook, how many hours do you think people have wasted reading all that crap? You know, how many hours have people wasted reading all that crap about, oh my god, Kim Kardashian has a thing and a thing that I don't even know about, because I don't even keep up with Kim Kardashian because I have a life. Not to say that if you like Kim Kardashian you don't have a life. I'm just saying that I have no interest in keeping up with the Kardashians whatsoever. I just don't understand reality television. That's one thing. I don't understand how people can sit there and just watch people be really mean to one another. Like, holy crap. Like, has human society honestly fallen so far where all we can do is just sit there on a Saturday night and just watch people be terrible to one another? They still haven't killed this guy. God fucking Christ. This hopefully should be the final turret that we have to use. And then I have to go check my heart rate to see if I'm still alive after this lengthy and fucking just boring boss battle. Holy crap, I don't remember this boss battle being this bad. But I will be checking to see if I still have a pulse after this. Right, a few more shots. If few consists of a few hundred. How many RPM do you reckon this turret's got? 1,000, 1,500, 2,000?
You okay, Clank?
Well, it won't be 1,000 because that's
Let's go.
that's really fast, but it's got to be sizable, right? The amount of bullets that this gun or that turret is firing is nuts. I mean, realistically, like, if you think about it, how many in a second? It can't... Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, where are we off to? We're up to Smolg. If you think about it, if that gun did have like 1,000 RPM, you know, 1,000 rounds per minute, could you imagine how fast it would need to fire?
and now behind the
How many bullets would need to be leaving the nozzles for the energy? What's the nozzle on a laser turret called? It's obviously not called a receptor. What would it be called? All right. We have 40,000-ish. I'm rounding up. We've got 40,000, so we're a third of the way roughly to the hover bomb gun, which is the last thing that we need. Now, I could get the shield charger. A lot of guides I was reading today recommended getting the shield charger, but honestly, I do not remember any point in my previous playthroughs of this game where I've actively used that particular weapon. Even though it's really not a weapon because, let's be honest, in order to damage people with it, you actually have to walk up to them and get them to walk directly into the goddamn shield. That isn't a weapon. Having somebody walk into your weapon does not constitute it as a weapon. That's them committing self-suicide. Or, you know, that's them committing self-harm. Not you killing them or dealing damage to them. I will say, I do appreciate the fact, though, that the game does allow you to activate the elevators when you're ready. It doesn't just do it for you. That is a very nice touch. That is a very, very nice touch. Alright, so jump over the platforms to wherever the hell we're going. I think, if I remember this correctly, some old guy tries to sell you something, can't fully remember exactly what it is. Cassidy Brooks says, hello there. Hello, my friend. How are you doing today? I'm pretty sure if you go, like, really... I think one of the platinum bolts is, like, really fucking high. On a platform, like, really... Oi, fuck off. Oi! Dick. Oh, shit. I walked myself into a situation that I was not prepared for because I'm an idiot. My dumbass was not paying attention to the threat at hand, was more interested in a big shiny bolt that I'm not even going to go after. Boo. Right. Spazer Laser, my good friend, says Jared, it's good to see you again. Good to see you too, my friend. How are you doing today? Cassidy Books says you said Brooks, not Books. That is called my dumbass is not paying much attention to your name, and I do apologize. Yeah, my sincerest apologies. My brain just filled in what looked like to be an R there when it actually doesn't exist. I really like my R's. But apologies, I do apologize. I did not mean to call you the wrong name. But yeah, my stupid brain filled in an R when one did not clearly exist. Alright, not that far from... Space Light says, much better. Finally get my surgical staples out tomorrow. That is good news, my friend. That is awesome, awesome, awesome news. Oh, there's a bug on my wall. Hey! Oh, the bastard flew away. Dick. Right. We must ascend. Look, going back. Shit. Didn't ascend fast enough. We must ascend and then fall down because we are not yet good enough to reach such aspirational heights. Let's try this again. That's better. Die. Now, we can either do this the long way or the short way, and I'm kind of going to go with the long way because money. Die. Die. Thank you. That is very... Yeah. Cassidy says, I thought it was a New Zealand accent and it said Brooks by accident. Well, that is actually a very common thing about the New Zealand accent is to add in letters where none exist. For example, if a word ends in A, we have a tendency in New Zealand to, instead of pronouncing the A, we go So, for example, my stepmom is named Gina. However, we go Gina. We don't go Gina, we go Gina. So it sounds like it's Giner. For some reason, we have a habit of just adding letters where none exist. It's a very interesting what would you call it? There's a word for it and I can't think of what the word is. Yeah, Space Laser's got the right idea. Idea instead of idea. It's idea. We do say idea. See, to me, it just sounds normal. I'm saying idea. But to everybody else, it sounds like I'm saying I space dear. It's a very bizarre thing about the accent. Don't know fully why. But the funny thing is, and I don't know why this is, a lot of people think that I am... Wait, what the... Oh, okay, we're good. A lot of people think I'm British. And I don't know why. Even other New Zealanders will say to me, are you British? But then again, I've also had, am I Australian? I've even had, am I American? I don't know how the fuck quite they got the American. I think there was a few screws loose in their head, but yeah, I've had Australian a couple times, which always grinds my blood to a boil because it's just like, I'm not fucking Australian. But yeah. Cassidy, linguistic quirk. Yeah, exactly. It's a linguistic quirk. Space Laser says, I hear a lot of British use idea. Yeah, well, that's where our version of English, the quote-unquote New Zealand English came from, is British English. But I suppose that's like saying every version of English came from, England or Britain. But, the accents is what differentiated it a lot, I think, because obviously Americans, I would actually argue, that Americans probably have the most cleanest accent, because I think no matter where you are in the world, you can actually fully understand everything they're saying. And they don't add letters onto things. It's very clear and crystal. Space Laser asks, can I do an American accent? I can do a very bad one. Yeah, I can do a very bad one, and I'm not 100% sure if it's an actual dialect or not, whether I've been told that the closest that I get to is kind of like a New York accent, but I'm only good at stereotypically offensive accents like call center Indians. That's pretty much where that's where my accents kind of start and end. And I'm not in the mood for offending. I'm not in the mood for offending Americans today. That being said, you'd think I'd say that all the time, considering my stepmom is American. But then, when she's around, I don't really care. As you can tell, my relationship with my stepmom is great. Not. Cassidy says, I'm an American dude, so that's why your linguistic quirk is weird to me. Oh yeah, I'm sure. And it's the same, for me. I think the weirdest accent actually for me, I can why is the gun not firing? There was a solid like 4 or 5 pushes. I was pushing the circle button and the gun wasn't firing. What was I saying? Oh yeah, linguistic quirk. The weirdest accent to me, actually, ironically, is Australian. I don't understand how that accent came into existence. Nor do I want to know how it came into existence, but how? Just how? Like, I love American accent, I love the British accent, I love the Scottish accent, I love the Irish accent, you know, I love the French accent, I love the German accent, but the Australian accent is the only one that I can think of English-speaking people that for some reason I cannot stand it. I cannot stand an Australian accent. And, you know, maybe because of, like, competitiveness between New Zealand and Australia, but Australian, I just can't stand them. Oh my god. I literally don't mind, and I love so many other accents when they speak in English, but holy crap, you give me an Australian accent and I want to rip my ears out. Apologies to all my Australian viewers. God damn. Australian accents are not my favourite. Which makes it even more annoying because my aunt and my cousins live over in Australia and they're starting to get that Australian twinge in their accent. Oh my god. Whenever they come over, it's just like, oh crap. Let's just pretend that I can't hear them for a week or however long they're here for. That's always the way that I kind of go about it. Now, is there something this way? I don't think there is. Oh, I need to keep going this way. Where? Ah. Space Laser says, it would be impossible for you to offend me, Jared. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad, my friend, that you feel that way. I'm guarantee you there are some other people who will not. But the good thing is that typically I mean absolutely jack shit that I say. I have this really good ability to know when to be serious and then when to be funny or when to be completely just not serious. And for 95% of my existence, I can be not serious and just, you know, everything I say take with a grain of salt. But yeah, it's only, 95% of the time it's like, just take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I probably don't mean it. Cassidy says, I love British, Scottish, and aside from your linguistic quirk, winky face, New Zealand. Well, thank you very much. New Zealand's an interesting one. Not most New Zealanders do have that linguistic quirk, but not all of us do. Some of us don't have that quirk. Not that I've heard a lot of New Zealanders who don't have that quirk. But then, actually, what's interesting is if you go further south in New Zealand's not a big country. The further south you go in New Zealand, the dialect actually changes, which was news to me because I was like, this country is too small for dialect changes, but no, there's a dialect. There's a different dialect. Well, not... There's, how did someone describe it to me once? I think it's like... The accent is slightly stronger the further south in New Zealand you go, which I don't understand how that's... How do you have a... I don't understand it fully, but... Okay, cool. But yeah, the further south in New Zealand you go, the stronger the accent is, which is... interesting to me. So I've met people from like Christchurch, which is like in the middle of the South Island, and they sound exactly the same. So maybe I'm just ignorant, or maybe it just doesn't exist.
What the?
But I'm sure it does. Space Laser asks, Wellington has an accent. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, as I said, the further south you go, the accent does change, the dialect does change. The ideation of the accent does change, but I've never personally sat down and like actively analyzed any discernible difference in the accents. That being said, apparently it does exist, so I'm just an ignorant Aucklander. I'm just what's known as an ignorant Aucklander. Even though I love Wellington, I would happily move to Wellington in a heartbeat. I fucking love Wellington. Wellington is my favourite place in New Zealand. Love Auckland, but Wellington has it beat. Cassidy says, technology's amazing. I'm watching this stream in America, and yet you're over in New Zealand. Yeah, it very much is. Today's modern technology is a thing of marvel, but you know, that's where the world is these days, and same goes. It's crazy to think sometimes that some of the people that I watch on YouTube or here on Twitch, some of my favorite, personalities, they're not here in New Zealand. They're over the, they're overseas, and you can physically see them. You can see who they are, and you can watch them in real time, and you can interact with them and make friends. And when I was actually a kid, that technology, we're talking 15 years ago now, when I was 6, 7 years old, that technology was still very much in its infancy. So it's amazing how much we've, how far we've come in 15 years since I was 6, 7 years old. It's nuts. It is bloody nuts. No, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, bugger. Oh, fuck, I did it again. Shite, fuck, shit. Space Laser asks, where is Harry located? Harry will be at work, I believe, at this time. Yes, what's the time? 3:47 my time. Yeah, so he'll be at work. He'll be selling children's uniforms to school kids, is what he'll be doing right now. You may take that however you wish. I'm not going to fuel the fire, but I'm just gonna leave it lightly burning. All I know is that he is at work and he sells children's uniforms to kids. Oh, country location. Harry lives here in New Zealand. It'd be very difficult to be in a band with him if he lived anywhere else but New Zealand. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, no, he's a Brit. He was born, he came to New Zealand, I think it was, I want to say anywhere between 5 to 7 years ago. He came here. So no, yeah, Harry's from here. Unfortunately, it would have been cool if I met him online and, that's the way that we met. Unfortunately, I've never had... I've never actually had made a friend online that I actively talk to or have heard their voice or whatever. I've only made friends with people in real life. Never made an online friend. Not that I'd be adverse to making an online friend, but yeah, I've never made an online friend ever. I have several of my friends who have, and I've never really got it or understood it personally, but online friendships I'm not opposed to, but I've never personally had one. Cassidy says 3:47 question mark. It's almost midnight my time with a lot of surprise. Yeah, no, it's 3:40. Yeah, about 3:49 in the afternoon, 10 to 4 in the afternoon where I am. And the good thing for you, Cassidy, is that as of a couple of weeks ago we started streaming, a few hours earlier. So if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be able to watch me right now because you'd probably be asleep. So. That's been the great advantage of the new stream timetable. I don't know why I say it's new anymore. I've had it in place now for 2-3 weeks. It's about as new as a phone that a phone's only new until the moment you unbox it and then suddenly it's secondhand. Because it starts getting scratches and dirt and oil and shit all over the screen, and at that point it's like, it ain't new anymore, son. Space Laser says 11 PM here. That would make you on... So that must put Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even gonna fucking guess what part of the States you're in. You've probably told me before, but I've forgotten because I apologize. Right. Where have we got? Oh, Gremlin and Damcell. Let's go Demo Cell or whatever the fuck it's called. Space Laser, be nice to the Budbot. He's just trying to bring love and positivity, and there's no need to be mean to him. Well, at least that's his intention. I don't know why I'm calling it a he. It's a fucking chatbot. Let's all fucking beat up on the Budbot. Why not? Even though it's quite helpful, let's just fucking beat up on the Budbot, because why not? You know what's the actual funny thing about that is everyone was like in the early stages, you know, you gotta get a chatbot, and then when I get the chatbot, shut up, chatbot. It's like people are like, get the chatbot, and then everyone's like, fuck the chatbot. It's funny. Cassidy says, I'm 28, and yet when I was 6, I don't think this technology even existed. Yeah. I think, yeah, no, definitely wouldn't have existed. I mean, you would have had internet radio, probably, because I remember internet radio was in its early infancy in the late 90s, and there was internet radio, so there'd be a chat room and all that type of stuff. So I know that existed in like the late 90s, but that was probably like the first incarnation of this technology. But I mean, outside of that, yeah. Destroy mothership. Destroy mothership. Must destroy the mothership. Look at it, they even look like generic aliens as well. It's hilarious. Must destroy mothership. Protect mothership at all costs. Protect the mothership. Thank you very much, Cassidy, for the follow. Much appreciated, my friend. Protect mothership. Mothership must be protected. I sound like a really bad Dalek. Ah, fucking hell. Ah, bitch. Stop hitting me. I promise I'm not destroying your mothership. Destroy mothership. Must destroy mothership. I kind of imagine this is kind of what the US Army wanted to do to the mothership in E.T. Wait, was the US Army in E.T.? I can't remember. Must destroy mothership. Oh, fuck. You get hit once and it completely sets you off balance. Destroy mothership. Ah, you bitch. You know, of all the aliens that you encounter in the Ratchet and Clank games, these are the most generic looking ones you could have. They actually look a lot like the aliens from South Park. Which is hilarious. Must destroy mothership. Mothership must be destroyed. I'm getting... Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh, get out of there. My God. Must destroy mothership. No, that was not the right way to throw. Oh, God. Much like the New Zealand cricket team, I can't apparently throw a ball to the right location. Apart from Martin Guptill. He can throw it. Just. Anyway, let's not talk about cricket before I get depressed. Let's move on. Cricket. Yeah, I don't want to relive that. Don't want to relive that again. 8 hours for that. Oh God. Must destroy mothership. Cassidy says you sound like Edgar Pippelson from the Disney Junior cartoon Vampirina. I have never heard of that cartoon before in my life. I think I stopped watching Disney Junior when I was like... Actually, I didn't even think we had Disney Junior when I was a kid. I know we watched it a lot when my sister was of the right age to be watching Disney Junior. But that was because we couldn't get control of the goddamn TV. Trust me, I didn't want to watch... I was watching fucking Disney Junior under protest. But no, I've never heard of that show. And what, like, I'm assuming the destroy mothership is what you're referring to with that character. At least I hope so. Otherwise, if my normal voice sounds like that character, I'm suing for coincidental likeness. Can you even do that? I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure they say at like the end of the credits, any voices used that sound similar are coincidental and cannot be sued for, or something along those lines, to protect their legal ass. Destroy mothership, bitch. Must destroy the mothership. Getting electrocuted by the mothership. Must fell building. What? Oh, fuck, we got killed. Oh, you can strafe. That helps. I didn't realize that. Right, well. Destroy mothership, take 2. Must destroy Clank. Must not destroy mothership. I'm trying to even remember what this battle gets you. And this is such a weird battle. Like, why would you... Why is Clank versing some random mothership? It actually makes no literal sense. Also, I'd love to know where all these extra ones are coming from, because he's clearly not spawning them. Is the mothership a he or is it a she? Does it have gender dysphoria? Spacer Laser says Budbot is the mothership. I like that. Budbot is the mothership. Destroy mothership. Must destroy mothership. Good God. That mouth opening of please help me, I'm dying. Must destroy Budbot. No, we're not gonna... That's a great joke. I like that. I like that a lot. That's great. Oh, that's funny. Ah, you fucking Clearly these guys really like, you know, the whole shocking thing. Clearly that's their king, because they just really like to shock you. Alright, got to... Oh, bugger. Ah, you bitch. Must destroy mother shit. Cassidy, please help me, I'm dying. Bud 4211 2019. Yes, that's gonna be... Oh man, it's a shame you can't put like a quote on your Twitch page. You know, sort of like a bio. Can you put a bio? I'm not 100% sure. I think you should be able to, right? If there's a bio, I'm gonna put that in my bio. That's great. Must destroy mother ship. Must submit to chemical testing. Must please mothership. Come out here and fight me, you fucking mothership. Don't be a pussy. Ah, you son of a fucking bull thing. Ass. Pain in ass, bitch thing. Bastard. Gender. That. Oh, die. Die, you generic aliens. Must destroy mother ship. Right. Must destroy mother ship. Jesus. Epileptic fit. Have destroyed mother ship. On second attempt. What do we get? Oh, is that the bolt grabber? No, that can't be. Wait. No. Wait, hold on. Because I know that you give the Captain Quark statue to thingy on the thing. Yes, it is the mapper. That's what I thought. Okay, so yes. So then that'll tell us where... Wait, didn't we... I think... Well, that's stupid.
The mapper reveals secret areas.
I like that. I like that, Cassidy. I like that a lot. Space Laser says testicle grabber. Yes, absolutely. It's a testicle grabber, and it fits right. It fits very comfortable right around the testicular region. It's a testicle grabber, but it's one that doesn't really yank it off. It's a light cupping. It's a light cupping to testicular. Jesus, that's a word. Testicular grabber. It's a light cupping one. Wow, what a glitch. Just a blue circle as you kill the frickin' prototype enemy things. Thank you, game. Thank you again. Need a better gun. Plasma coil will do. Make it. Yep, we're good. And avoid all the trains that are apparently going nuts. Die, you bastards. That should have worked. Die, 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 die. Die, die. Ugh. None of these are working. Weapons. That'll do. Lancer literally has absolutely jack shit impact on any other enemy in the game, but in this case, it works a treat for some fucking reason. Hey! Zoy! Za! Cassidy says, you said you made more friends in real life than online, and yet here we are, talking while you're playing video games like we're in the same room. Yeah, pretty much. That is very true, my friend. That is very true. And I do refer to all of you as my friends, so I mean, you know, I suppose in a sense I have 167 online friends. So, yeah. Alright, what are we doing? We're doing this. Right, let's go after... We don't have all... We will actually have to come back to this planet because we don't have all the pieces yet of the Hypnomatic, I believe is what it's called. So, once we get all the pieces of the Hypnomatic, we'll be able to proceed, and then, yeah, there's not much actually left to go in the game, which is good. Everybody hurts. We're spending more time shooting the citizens than we are actually taking out the prototype things that they're called. I believe they're called prototypes. God, if only reproduction in humans was like that. You just open your mouth and out pops another human. Just like, bleh. That's an image. Just human jumps out of your mouth as you're like this. Space Laser, friends, video games, and banner doesn't get any better than this. No, it does not, my friend. It does not. And I tell you what, this is what makes live streaming a lot better than just making Let's Plays. The only way... That being said, like, Let's Plays are great if you do it like the Funhouse style, where you actually have, like, you and some friends, like, all there in the same room making the content. For me, I have friends, but they're just not here. Apart from you guys. But, like, in real life, I mean. So, like, there's the Funhouse way of doing it, which I think is the right way to do Let's Play content. Or there's the live streaming way, which I prefer, personally. Also, it would have to mean that, like, my friends are on call, like, 24/7, and I don't really think they fancy, like, doing a live stream sometimes at, like, midnight, because I've done those. I have done those. Oh, shit. Oh, thank God for nanotech upgrade. Stop spawning... Stop spawning offspring out your fickin' mouths. If you don't stop, I will start. Actually, I just thought of something, but I'm not going to say it. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Times like these when I think to myself, I'm going to hell. Stop spawning offspring from your feckin' mouths. No, stop, 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 stop it. Stop, stop, stop. Stop it! Oh my God. It's like frickin' tribbles. I can't keep up. Jesus Christ. Stop. Oh my God. Okay. Oh no, wait, I got it there. New plan. Bang! Please stop. Stop spawning. Thank you. Oh, fucking hell. It's still spawning. Jesus Christ. Stop! No! Right, there's one left. Please tell me that's it. Ugh, thank God. That wasted like ammo on 3 guns. Trying to deal with that. Ugh. You'd think, you know, at this point, I think, you know, I think these prototypes are gonna need to like invest in some population control or something. Like, does birth control not exist for their species or something? Birth control might be a good next investment. The next chain in their the next chain in their investment of technology should be birth control or population control. That wouldn't be that would be a wise spend of money. Do shit, Cassidy says, someone turn that image of a human reproduction a la Protopet into a meme using me as the said human. That would be great. Just as I open my mouth, there's just mini me's coming out of my mouth. Or just humans. That'd be hilarious. We really need to upgrade some weaponry and like fast. Please die. Thank you. Die. Die. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you. Just get some birth control, get some population control, and just fucking die. Thank you. Ah, there's still one left. No! Don't you dare spawn more. You will be killed. In such a way like that. You too. Glad to see you help, Sunshine. Good job. Actually, I kind of feel this would be a great moment for he's climbing in your windows, snatching your people up, trying to rape them, so you'll need to hide your kids, hide your wife. That's quite literally what the protopets are doing. Raping everybody. That's how they reproduce. They actually are raping, you know, they're raping you to get your seed, and then that's how they're respawning. They're raping you to grab your seed, and then opening up their mouths and just delivering the product. Cassidy says, Ratchet Deadlock is my favorite, with Ratchet and Clank 2 being a close second and Ratchet and Clank 3 being in the middle. I fully agree with you that Ratchet Deadlock is my favorite Ratchet and Clank game of all time, and I've never met another person so far who agrees with me, so thank you very much for proving me right, because Ratchet Deadlocked is fantastic and is the best Ratchet and Clank game, and everybody else can just go and die. No, actually, I all love you, but, you know, just recalibrate your opinions, because Ratchet Deadlocked is awesome. And should be remastered. Like, properly remastered. Like, if they make another Ratchet and Clank game in the style of Deadlock, I'm gonna, like, die happy. Like, that's as good as gaming will ever get. Also that, and when they make a Simpsons Hit and Run remaster, that'll be as good as gaming ever gets. At that point, I'll really die happy. Fortunately, we managed to get through it this time without, you know, being raped. Space Lady says, there's Stephen Jared. Well, you know, man, I'm just telling you how it is. I'm just telling you how these things are reproduced, you know. It can be disturbing, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta know. Josh says, hi, let me guess, this will be a short, this will be short since I'm late again. No. We've been going for an hour and a half, but I mean, I do not intend to be going anywhere anytime soon because the plan is to finish this game tonight. So probably we still got like another hour and a half on stream. Probably. Cassidy says, Jared, you like Ratchet Deadlock? Yes, I do. That is my favorite Ratchet and Clank. It's my favorite game of all time, actually, is Ratchet Deadlocked. That shows you how much of a love I have for that game. Goddamn proto-pets, just die. Die, die. Stop raping me for my seed. Just die. Again, bouncer. Fire. God damn. Right, are we good this time? Nope, there's still a couple in existence. No. Don't spawn your seed. Thank you. Need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands, because proto-pets are raping everyone. You know, see, we didn't get it when we were kids, but now it all makes sense. It all makes valid sense now. We were too young to understand it at the time, but the only reason they're attacking everybody is because they want your seed. Remember, kids, this is a mature rated stream, so if you have complaints, take them somewhere where I can't hear them. If proto-pet raping is a meme, I haven't heard of it. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. I've never heard of proto-pet raping. I'm just literally coming up with this off the top of my head, so if proto-pet raping is already a meme, apologies, but because I don't feckin' know. I had no idea of such a meme existing. Cassidy says, I really met someone who loves Ratchet Deadlocked. No, I love... Ratchet Deadlocked is one of, if not my favorite game of all time. That, it kind of fluctuates with Simpsons Hit and Run. But yeah, no, I love Ratchet Deadlocked. And you and me, you know, are in the same boat in the sense that it's very rare to find someone who loves, like, really properly, oh my god, really properly loves Ratchet Deadlocked, you know, and recognizes it as their favorite Ratchet and Clank game. Me, I think my cousin would probably agree that it's one of the best, but I don't think he would say it's his favorite, you know. And it's funny because I've legitimately played all the Ratchet and Clank games from the first one. I've played all the PS2 ones, I've played all the ones on PSP, I've played all the PS3 ones, I've played the singular PS4 one. I've literally played every Ratchet and Clank game there is, and Ratchet Deadlocked is still my favorite, hands down. And yeah, you're right, it's very hard to find somebody who likes it as their favorite Ratchet and Clank game. So, you know, I love all the Ratchet and Clank games, but yeah, Deadlocked, absolutely. But you know, the stupid thing was, here in New Zealand, it was called Gladiator. It had the crap, it was such a crap name. Why they called it Gladiator is beyond me. But we always got the censored names, like, in Full Frontal Assault, for example, was called Q-Force here, which is just a shit name. Q-Force is just a crap name for a Ratchet and Clank game. It was the same with, see, Ratchet and Clank 3 here was not sold as Up Your Arsenal. It was just simply sold as Ratchet and Clank 3. Same with Ratchet and Clank 2. Ratchet and Clank 2 was not sold as Going Commando. It was sold as Locked and Loaded, because that was seen as more child friendly. They didn't so much like the sexual innuendos in the names in Europe and New Zealand for some bizarre reason, so they always gave them crap names. However, I don't understand how Full Frontal Assault is a sexual innuendo unless, you know... Yeah. Space Laser says, question, why are there so many protopets everywhere? How much rape is going on? Well, I think if we do some simple algebra and we take the volume of protopets versus the number of people you've seen, that might give you your answer as to how much rape is going on. But clearly, it is a lot. Come on, nanotech upgrade. Thank you. Go away. Oh yeah, there's people up there. Keep forgetting that people outside of this realm exist. Oh wow! A conspicuously placed cameo of 2 characters that no longer exist in the modern console space. Rest in peace, Jack and Daxter. That being said, I do actually have the first 3 physical limited run PS4 copies, so I mean, that's pretty dope. I've still got to wait for them to do Jack X though. Ah, you bastards, you shut me in. Why must you shut me in? Stop trying to push me in. Got a frog in my throat. Alright. I think there's like couple more planets left to go now. Stop trying to push me in. Wow, protopets take like a whole thing of health away. What the frick? Bouncer. Every time I say bouncer, I get that fucking Hasta La Vista song from Camp Rock stuck in my goddamn head. Maybe I gotta stop saying it like bouncer. Feet, die. Rape. There's more rape going on. Cassidy says, I can't play anything beyond Ratchet Deadlock without wanting to throw myself into a pedophile because of how moronically stupid the series gets. Wow, that's bold. I don't so much mind. I agree that I like the future games, so I like what do I want? I want the third. Yeah, stop giving me the goddamn tractor beam. I like Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, and Crack in Time. I don't mind All for One. Q4 or Full Frontal Assault, I'm like not a massive fan of. And I like the PS4 version, but yeah, I agree in the sense that the series was at its prime on PlayStation 2. And I think Deadlock took the best aspect of the game, which was like the arena challenges and all that, and made it into its own game, which I loved. But yeah, I don't so much mind the PS3 versions, and I don't mind the PS4, and I quite like the PS4 version. I've platinumed all of the Ratchets apart from All for One, including Full Frontal Assault. So I mean, I have a big affinity for them, but yeah, I do agree that the series was at its peak on PS2, and particularly Ratchet Deadlocked was my favorite. So Space Laser says that's not a frog, that's a protopet in your mouth. Yes, I've been raped. Well, you're exactly right, my friend. I've been raped, so therefore it is not a frog in my throat. Customary. Ah! Alright. Gremlin. Find Angela and traverse the ice field. Angela's such, like... I can't think of the name Angela without kind of going... G'day, Angela. How's your father? Because Angela sounds like a very bogan Australian name. Now, apologies to anyone out there who is called Angela. I'm not saying that you are a bogan Australian, but as someone who lives right next door to Australia, kind of difficult. You know, there are some names that you just think of and they're like, that sounds so stereotypically said country. Right, let us, I think we should now have enough to buy the hover bomb gun. We do, yay. Right, thank you.
To use the
Right, we need to replace it on the quick select. Let's get rid of that because I'm never going to upgrade that.
hover bomb, press circle to launch the bomb. then
Space Laser says
circle
Sheila.
down to
Yeah, Sheila's a great example of a bogan Australian name.
down circle and using the left
Hello,
hand.
Sheila. How are you today? G'day, Sheila. But then Sheila can only be a name, but then that's just like,
Violence is not
you know,
the
they
answer.
just reference women in that way. Oh, that Sheila down the pub. Gosh, she was good looking.
And patience, young
Cool, what a Sheila.
about to move. The
What a Sheila. Right, we need how many? 9. 9 moonstones. Cool, what a Sheila. These Yetis are so OP, it's ridiculous. Cool, blimey, what a Sheila. Feckin' hell, die, you bastards. Heck, die, go away. Cool, what a Sheila. No, Space Laser said my Australian is terrible. Yeah, probably. I'm not great at accents, I told you. I'm great at one accent. My one. When it comes to accents, my speciality is in the one that I was born with. Outside of that, I have no expertise. Why are you not dying? Now you are. Right. The good thing is we don't actually have to spend a lot of time in this fucking field going after goddamn moon rocks. So that's the good news. Because it would just infuriate me to no end because I hate these Yetis. They are so OP. I can't see. Thank God for nanotech upgrades. Yay! Cassidy says, I saw Ratchet and Clank as a first-person shooter in middle school, so my bold statement earlier is me after realizing how much of a dumbass I was. I think the only Ratchet and Clank game you could play actually in first person was Deadlocked, ironically. There's never been a Ratchet and Clank first-person shooter. That being said, if there was like a native Ratchet and Clank first-person shooter, I wouldn't be opposed to that, I gotta say. Cassie follows up with, there's a reason why the Yetis are OP. The level was made in 3 days after the level designer scrapped everything made beforehand. Jesus Christ, I had no idea about that, but that's actually very interesting. And that actually would explain it, yeah, because, I mean, it's a, like, first of all, I will say, props if he designed the level in 3 days. Holy crap, like, the levels are fantastically well designed if it was done in 3 days. But, yeah, the Yetis are just ridiculously OP. And of course, like, in getting the platinum for both the the PS3 and the Vita version of this game, of course, I had to get all the moon rocks. So I've made that. You know, I've done that test of endurance before, and it's not fun. I'll tell you that right now. But I suppose in a way, you know, no one said it was supposed to be. So, beck and die. Holy crap. Turn the camera around. Oh, good. Okay, that's 9. Let's get the hell out of here. I'm putting the charge boots on. Da 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 da. Bye. Hello. Move the rock, please. Here are your stones. Right, we'll go do this part first, and then we'll get the other 16 things we need for the hypnomatic. Fwink. Yeah, think you're cool with your souped up car. Doesn't make you cool, bro. Doesn't make you cool. Prepare for the Ice Age! I need to go back and watch that movie. I missed that movie. That movie was great. It's unfortunate the rest of the series was shit. An entire series ruined because everything after the first movie was great. It was crap. Cassie says you can play Ratchet and Clank 2 and New Game Plus and Ratchet and Clank 3 right from start respectively. Oh, okay, so it's not just Deadlock then. Yeah, I've always thought about doing a playthrough of Gladiator or Deadlock specifically as a first-person shooter, but the idea makes me want to coil in my grave, so I tend to not want to do that. However, your excitement for Ratchet Deadlocked really makes me want to stream it now, actually. So there's a very good chance that after we do Ratchet and Clank 3, which is coming, I think, next week at this point, that I may very well do a stream series of Ratchet Deadlocked. Or Gladiator, as it's called in my home country, because New Zealand sucks. And apparently Deadlocked, I don't know where how the hell Deadlocked is a sexual innuendo, I've got no idea. But yeah, very good chance now that I do that. Because now you've got me excited for the prospect. And it'd kind of be good in a way to kind of round out the PS2 generation of Ratchet games. Kind of do Ratchet and Clank, to do Ratchet Deadlocked. Come on, just die. Everybody just die. Nobody wants you. Just die. Space Laser says, do you still play Skylines, Jared? Yeah, so I do plan to do a second series of City Skylines. That is in the plans. No idea when. No idea when, but definitely that is in the plans. I have a list of games that I want to stream and included as a second series of City Skylines, so that will be returning. At some point. Yeah, so that will be coming back, but just not yet. Got a whole bunch of games I want to stream before we get back to City Skylines, so yeah. But no. Still play it, still enjoy it. It's a great game. I love it. Yeah, and we will be returning it to it as a stream series soon. Well, when I say soon, it could be like 6 months. It could be 2 months. It could be 8 months. I don't know. Cassie says, Ratchet Deadlock to me is the canon ending of the series. I mean, in a sense, yeah, you could actually say that, because what actually did annoy me about all the PS3 games is that they didn't, apart from Nefarious, they didn't reference anything that happened really in the first 4, and that really alienated me to no end. So whilst I really do like the PS3 ones, that was always something that I was kind of like, okay, that's not really cool. I really wish you had some level of acknowledgement apart from Nefarious for the original games that kind of established the franchise. You know, I'm also a big fan of the original, which, you know, for me, I wasn't necessarily a great fan of the fact that they did remake the first one, but that being said, after playing it, I was kind of like, okay, yeah, you know, this is actually really good, and it was really cool to see it, like, all done up and nice, sparkly, you know, current gen visuals and all that. So, you know, that didn't bother me once I played it, but you know, the original Ratchet and Clank has a very soft spot in my heart, and I can play it no problem. So even to this day, the controls haven't aged probably as well as the other games. I would actually say the game that's probably aged worse control wise is actually, ironically, this one. I'd say that this one probably hasn't aged as well, because I think there's something to the original Ratchet and Clank that still has that vibe of like late 90s 3D platformers, and of course everyone loves late 90s early platformers. Whereas this is kind of the bridge between what would become the control set for a modern 3D platformer and the old style. So it's kind of a halfway. This game kind of represents an evolution to where we ended up with Ratchet and Clank 3 and Deadlocked and all the subsequent Ratchet and Clank games. So these die. Right, we need to get 16 of these goddamn crystals. We've got 3. We need 15. No. My maths is terrible. We don't need 15 more. We need... how many more? 3, 16, 13. Hurry up and catch up, Jesus Christ. Really need this weapon to upgrade anytime soon would be lovely. We've got 5. How the hell did we get 5? Cassidy says, I've heard the OG PS2 title has aged the worst. Well, I suppose for me, it hasn't, because that's probably... next to Deadlocked, the original's probably the one I've played the most, so for me, it still feels pretty, you know, good. But I mean, if you started with, like, 2 or 3 or Deadlocked, then yeah, I suppose it probably has. But because I started with the first game, it's, you know, has aged quite well for me personally. So I guess it probably all depends on where you started with the franchise. If you started with, you know, if you started with 2 or 3 or Deadlock, then yeah, sure, it probably has aged the worst. But yeah, outside of that, no, why the hell did I buy that? I do not need that gun. I do not need this gun. That's money we've just wasted on a gun I don't need. Thank you, game. Right, we're halfway to the hypnomatic part, and then we can get the hell out of here. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Forever I will remember that part of Halo, the original Halo, where Johnson, Truth and Reconciliation, every time I say, let's get the hell out of here, beginning of Truth and Reconciliation, Sergeant Johnson just saying to the troops after getting out of the Pelican, that iconic mission, and just Johnson going, come on, we gotta get the hell out of here. Love that so much. I'm actually really looking forward to when Halo Master Chief Collection comes out on PC, just so I can stream it, because I fucking love the original Halo so much. Again, one of those games I've been playing since I was like 5 years old. So much love for the original Halo. So much love. Right, one more Moonstone, and then we can get the hell out of here. Sayonara, suckers! I've gone right into a Yeti because I'm an idiot. Cassidy says, tools of destruction. Oh, hold on a second. Spades Laser says, time to finish, shove off to sleep. Thanks for the bandage, Jared. You're quite welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. And I hope your recovery continues to go well, my friend. Back to Cassidy's comment. Tools of destruction, introduction of the Dimensionator, tongue-in-cheek references to the previous PS2 titles as if they took place in another dimension. Well, I suppose in the context of those games, I suppose you could argue that they did, because obviously the original 3 take place in either the Solana or the Bogon galaxy, whereas all the games from Tools of Destruction take place in the Polaris galaxy. So I suppose in a sense, yeah, you could kind of make the argument that, yeah, it takes place in another dimension, but at the same time, it's kind of a cheap cop-out to get away with not really referencing the original 4 games. So I don't know, that's just me personally. So anyway, that's the way it is. So that is very much the way that it is. Alright, now we got to get the Hypnomatic built. Let's do that quickly. And then we can go back. And I think after we get the Hypnomatic, go through the last part of that planet, we'll be on to the last level.
To use the Hypnomatic, target
I
the
think.
robot and press circle to take control of the robot.
Not even going to bother wasting my time with those proto pets. No. Oh, I was going to do another meme reference, but then people will yell at me in the chat. So I'm not going to do that. That's okay. That's okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. Anyway. Alright, let's head back to... I want to say it's Planet Gremlin, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. Cassie says, aside from some obvious differences, your opinions on Ratchet and Clank are very similar to mine. Yeah, I seem to be noticing that. But yeah, it's really cool to find somebody else who actually has Ratchet Deadlock as their favorite. That's really cool. So I think that is just awesome. And I'm sure if I went on places like Reddit and, you know, certain Facebook groups and I found people who like, if I actually took the time to go find people, sure, but, that requires effort. And also, I can't be asked scouring Reddit for however long just to find, like, one Ratchet Deadlock appreciation post, because that's probably all there'd be, is, like, one singular Ratchet Deadlock appreciation post. And I don't have time for that.
This receiver bot has a blaster attack. Press circle to shoot enemies. To exit the robot, press triangle.
Oh, so it's square to shoot. I thought it was something. I knew it was something. Go away, go away, go away. Oh, yeah. Right, up we go. let us get through this with some relative haste, because let's get to the final boss battle. So let's be honest, that's what we all are here for. No, Cassidy, that requires effort. That's what Discord is for, dude. True. Too true. Too true. Actually, it'd be kind of cool to find like a, you know, actually it'd be interesting in that regard. It's funny, like I'm part of all these servers on Discord, but I don't really chat in them because, I don't know, I always feel really awkward talking in like Discord chats and stuff. Don't know why. I think part of me just always kind of feels like, you know, I don't know. I'm a lurker more than a talker. I don't know why I am that way, but I prefer having one-on-one conversations with people, which is funny considering I do this. But yeah, if I'm gonna like message people, group chats are not great unless I know everybody in them. But if I chat one-on-one with somebody, no problem, I can do that easily. But group chats for me, I'm only really decent in them if I know everybody in the chat. So that's why Discord servers for me are a little weird. You know, my own Discord server for this channel's fine, because obviously I know all you guys, but, you know, I know of who you guys are, but yeah, outside of that, I'm a weird dude. I'm a weird, socially awkward 22-year-old. I'm a very weird, socially awkward 22-year-old, and I have no shame in that whatsoever. Actually, I'm very proud of that fact. Very proud of that fact that I'm like a socially awkward 22-year-old. Right, let us get the fuck out of here and get to the Proto-Pet factory on planet Yeedle. Damn, why? That was a great opportunity. Yeedle, leedle, leedle, lee. Yeedle, leedle, leedle, lee. Oh, fuck. I was too caught up in my yeedling that my character was no longer making contact with the platform. Is the short answer. Yeedle, leedle, leedle, lee. That's literally a self-written joke. Why didn't... Actually, it'd be curious to know if the leedle, leedle, leedle thing came before or after this game. If it came before, then that joke should easily write itself. Cassie says, 22 question mark? I'm 6 years older than you. Yeah, I look, to be brutally honest, you know, I'm friends with people of all ages. I've got friends who are over 30. I have friends who are, like, I've got friends who are 16. You know, so for me, I can be friends with anybody, pretty much. Age is not a condition for me to be friends with somebody, so age to me is... I don't understand why people get so worked up over age, eh? It's just who cares? If you like hanging out with the person, who cares how fucking old they are? Good God. Age is such a weird thing. And now I've just got the Blink-182 song, What's My Age Again, stuck in my head. That's about the time she walked away from me. So the funny thing is that next year I'm turning 23, and the line in that song goes, nobody likes you when you're 23. So basically I know what I've got to look forward to. I've got to look forward to nobody liking me as like halfway through next year for like a solid year. Nobody likes you when you're 23. Thanks, Blink, for instilling confidence. No, but I love Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge's great. Mark Hoppus is hit or miss. What am I doing? Plasma Storm. Here we go. Hover bomb gun. We need the hover bomb gun. We use the hover bomb gun. Don't worry, songs are not a song. If you're new here, songs are not a continual part of this channel. I don't even know why I broke out into song. This is one of life's great mysteries. Why the hell did I just break out into song? Who knows? I should probably know the answer to that, but I don't. Which is either concerning or... yeah, it can only really be concerning, can't it? Cassidy says, speaking of age, I see you're a man of culture with that SpongeBob reference. Oh, I mean, come on. You can't exist without knowing that SpongeBob reference. And that SpongeBob reference should be like education in, you know, that should be mandatory education in schools. Like, they should have classes on SpongeBob references. That should be like mandatory education in schools. Why it's not mandatory education, I don't know, but it should be. I mean, you know, the schools will probably argue that it's not proper education, but I can tell you something. It might as well be, because that, my friends, you know, there is such thing as broadening your horizons, and learning SpongeBob references is just such a thing. In my opinion. So, you know, elect me as president or whatever, even though technically, due to US law, I can't be elected president. But if I become Prime Minister of New Zealand, I will make SpongeBob mandatory teaching in schools. And other great references, you know, that should be mandatory in schools, you know. Any great reference from any television or movie should be like mandatory, you know, teaching in schools. IMO. All right, we are on the final stretch towards the final boss battle. Here we go. We'll probably die more than once. I have not died yet. This is good news. This is a good start. This is good news. Wow, that's some great graphical glitch right there. No shading whatsoever to represent the glass, just straight up red. Clearly somebody's lazy ass couldn't be asked to fucking do some proper conversion work. All right, let's get into the battle here a little bit. Let's go nuts. Let's go nuts. Let's be part of this battle. You know, let's show our stuff. Let's just say let's. Let's just repeat the word let's 1,000 times until I finally fucking remember what the hell I wanted to say. Fucking stutter. It's moments like these where I don't want to be in an argument, because then, you know, someone, if I go like that and then someone says really, and I go, did I fucking stutter? They can go, yeah, you did. And I'm like, oh right, yeah, I did. I would be like, I'm terrible. Well, no, actually I'm not terrible in an argument. Depends on what the argument's about. See, in an argument, I kind of present, I present like a, like, whenever I have an argument, I always present my side as a presidential speech. Like, I kind of give the facts, you know, a little bit of politician talk in there as well to maybe look good, you know, and then maybe if you're lucky, a few concessions. But don't count on the concessions happening, you know, it's you know, you got to be very presidential about it, you know. Make them understand your side and then make them feel bad for not understanding your side. Or I could just tweet, you know, because that seems to be the way that the current president seems to want to do things. But we don't talk about politics here. Why did I say that? Question is, why do I care? That's also a perfectly valid question. Seeker gun. That should do something. It did do something. There's a guy shooting at me from down... What? Where is he shooting at me from? Which way am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go this way. Turn the camera around. God damn. Right, hopefully he doesn't shoot me whilst we're traversing these platforms. Right, time to get a gun out. Looters will take your kids, hide your kids. This is why the plasma coil is such a great gun. Makes everybody look like idiots. And it just has a great range attack. And then you supplement that with the bouncer, and then everything in life is awesome. Provided I don't actively run into them fire. That helps too. Looters will take your kids. Hide your kids. Right, there was a... In the middle of making a sentence, guy shoots you, you just come along with a sniper rifle and shoot at his head right fucking off. You see, that is how you deal with people. You just shoot them. I don't condone shooting in any way, shape, or form. Remember, kids, guns are bad. Okay? Guns are bad. Here's one way to deal with the proto-pets. Make him swim. I feel like this elevator should go higher. I feel like the fact that this room has a fucking thermo thingy in it makes absolutely no difference to the outcome of how you get through this puzzle. In my professional opinion. But in this situation, does my professional opinion account for anything? No, it does not. Counts for literal Jacques murdered. Good lord. Cassidy says, I see you know what the blonde-haired orange Oompa Loompa in the office gets up to on Twitter. I mean, you know, it's hard not to. It's kind of heavily publicized on everywhere. Yeah. It's just, it's sad is what it is. But yeah, anyway, let's not talk politics. God damn. Nearly fell off. Don't really fancy falling off today. I still have something worth living for. Somebody tell me once they figured it out. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, that's one down. Just fire seeker shots at him. Oh, I've got hover bomb. That'll do. Why did I not use that before? There we go. Beautiful. Alright. It's funny. The enemies getting to the final boss are more difficult than the final boss itself. The final boss will not be this difficult. Cassidy says, I have to worry about him more than you do because I live in America. Yeah, true. Too true. That never a truer statement has been said. Why is it not moving? That's why it's not moving. Alright, my friends, we're getting very, very close to the end of the game. Said tonight we'd finish it, and so far I'm living up to that promise. I mean, there's no point in ending the stream now. That'd be stupid. We're literally this close to finishing the game. That would be like the most terrible cliffhanger of all time. To do that, to like end today's part like here and then say tune in on Friday when I could just finish it because we're literally 2 rooms away from the boss fight. Good, the more nanotech upgrades we get before the boss fight, the better for us. See, actually, you know what? I've actually changed my opinion, actually, somewhat slightly. I was saying in the earlier parts that part of the reason that this game can be quite difficult is because the difficulty spike changes quite a bit. But actually, you know what? They're just bullet sponges. That's all they are. Not difficult, it's just they become bullet sponges. Alright, one more room, and then we're at the boss. Goddamn, die! Just die. Don't respawn, just die. Die, die, die. God, I sound like Mike TV from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Die, die, die!
This is it, the protopet duplication room.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I'm
She's
late.
out of breath.
I had some trouble with the guards.
Can't skip this cutscene because
Just in time.
yay exposition that we've literally paid fucking like jack shit attention to throughout the entire game. 'Cause that's how this shit works. Oh, that's funny.
Bye now. Enjoy the hike.
Bark with a moustache, trying to sell something that no one wants to buy. Oh, speak of the devil. Again, exposition that I can't skip through.
I am Captain Quark. I come to you in
I don't like.
your
You would think I said this
darkest
you know, I said this at the beginning of the stream series on like last week. Like, I was gonna skip cutscenes because this game is, what is it, like 15, 16, 17 years old at this point. If people don't know the story of this game by now, you know, then where have you been? Like, really? Where have you been for the past however goddamn many years? Look, does this... That's... I was gonna say, not even the PlayStation button works, but it does. Pressing start. Nothing's happening. I do not like... Look, if I'm playing a game brand new, I get it. I do not like skipping cutscenes. But the option should still be there if I want to play the game again and I don't care. Exhibit A. This very game. It's not like I don't care about the story, but... You know?
But fear not.
Protopets.
Yes, good citizens. These are the
Nobody cares. Okay, you guys might, but I don't. I've seen this cutscene. How many times do I reckon I've played this game? I've probably played this game more than 10 times. So, guess what? It's gonna... Spoilers! It's not gonna work.
That's my Elixamorph. I invented.
Spoilers, we never see her again.
Amplify the signal from this helixo thingy and render every protopet in the galaxy completely harmless. Allow me to demonstrate.
Wow, it didn't work. What a surprise. Can I skip this cutscene? Nope.
Elixamorph actually work?
It used to.
Can I skip life? Nope.
Clank, let's get it back.
Thank you. Alright. Here we go. Final boss battle. It's only taken us... Is this part 4 or 5 of the series? I honestly can't remember. I was looking at this yesterday. I should remember this. I should remember this. Here we go. Alright, we're going to start with a great combination of whatever weapon this is called, because I've actually forgotten the name. It's called the Vaporizer. See, I knew it had a name. Right, now let's go in for a bit of mini tube rocket. Just kind of slowly but surely chip away at the health bar, trying to avoid being shot at by his rockets. I just like to point out my rockets are bigger than his. Not that it's a competition on rocket size, but, you know, it should be. Everything should be a competition on rocket size, if you know what I mean. And jump! Oh, look at you. Think you're so cool. We're just getting him to run him all over. Oh, wow. The bouncer really does work. Get out the way. Oh, wow. The bouncer does a lot of damage. Oh, wow. Okay, this won't take us very long at all. Hey, 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 hey. My gun. My gun. Don't use the bouncer against me, dick. There's a third level to this, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Jump! Hit the ground. Why didn't I just use the bouncer from the beginning? We could have done this boss battle a lot quicker and I just gone with the bouncer right from the beginning. See, everybody, this boss battle not as difficult as... Getting here was a lot more difficult than actually the boss battle itself. And there's still like thousands of enemies in the room and we're still managing to do a lot of damage because the bouncer is awesome. Ta-da! Wow, non-skippable cutscene again. Great, exposition we don't need. There we go, everybody. We finally beat this game. It's only taken us... Let me establish how many parts it's actually taken us to beat this game.
Found gratitude.
It was
Little. It has taken us... This is the 5th part. So it's taken us 5 parts. Yeah. Well, I think of like a combined total time of like that's an hour and a half. That's 3 hours and a half. That's 5 hours. That's 6. How long have we missed? 2.5. So 8.5 hours ish. Give or take, maybe. Probably give or take half an hour. Probably.
Amplify the device with Megacorp's TV transponder.
Yeah. About 8.5 hours. Probably give or take half an hour.
Clank?
It's probably more take half an hour because you
It's okay. I can fix her.
you can't add half an hour to time that you haven't. You can't add a half an hour of streaming you haven't done unless you do it. If that makes sense. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, point is, can we skip the credits? No, because that's the thing too. I get we're supposed to sit here and admire these people's names, but no offense, Big Vic, I don't care. I could admire your names back in 2002, 2003, not in 2019. Hey, that guy's called Jared too, but it's spelt wrong. Stephanie Duke. Well, I think we clearly know what she likes. Tom Barlow. Somebody forgot the capital G on Gregorius Baldwin's name. They also forgot the capital B. Mark Cerny, design consultant. Cassidy says, I'd love a Ratchet Deadlock stream, dude. We're gonna do that. We're probably gonna do that after Ratchet 3. So, okay, so I should go through. This is going to be the plan. If shut up.
All right, fella.
You too. Right. I'll go to face cam now because we don't need the game anymore. All right, so this is going to be the plan. On Friday, I'm going to stream a game that I will announce on Friday. Because, yeah. So, Friday we're going to stream a game and with the amount of time it takes me to play that game, it will only require one stream. So we're going to do a game on Friday. Starting then on Sunday, we're going to start Ratchet and Clank 3. And then after that, we will do Ratchet Deadlocked, provided that there isn't any Halo Master Chief Collection on PC stuff. So yes, that'll be the order for now. And then after Deadlocked, I made a list somewhere again, and I've forgotten where I've put... Why is it that I always make a list of games to... Oh, no, wait. I haven't lost it. I've got it here. I keep on thinking I've make a list of all the games I want to stream. Actually, I can remove Ratchet and Clank 2 off the list now. So by the time we get to Sunday, we will have taken off another 3 games off this list of games to stream. Oh, no, I can take off Train Simulator as well because we've done that, haven't we? All right, so the list still to go is... I'll put Ratchet Deadlocked on this list, so I don't forget to do so. Ratchet Deadlocked. Okay, so the list of games left on my list so far to go. Halo 5, Ratchet 3, Ratchet Deadlocked, Legoland, Lego Rock Raiders, Lego Island, Jurassic World Evolution, Architect, Sim Airport, Ni no Kuni Remastered, Halo Master Chief Collection on PC, Rollercoaster Token, and Star Trek Online. So, yeah, so Friday will be one of those games, and I'll let you guys guess which one it is. It's obviously not Ratchet and Clank 3 or Deadlock, because I've already said when I'm going to do those, and it's clearly not Halo Master Chief Collection, because that's not out yet. So, one of these games will be Friday, Ratchet and Clank 3 will be after that game, and then provided Halo Master Chief Collection does not launch on PC between Ratchet and Clank 3 and Deadlocked, we will do Deadlocked. Did that make sense? If it didn't, I'll spell it out in the Discord server. So check the Discord server. Or just Check when these notifications come up or shit. I don't know. Anyway, but we will do Ratchet Deadlocked is the point. That was the very long-winded answer of saying, yes, we will do Ratchet Deadlocked at some point. Why I have to, like, do these lengthy statements? Oh, yes, please. Oh, yes, please. Why I have to go and ramble on these long statements of intent. Anyway, pointers. Cassidy gets it. That's good. All right, so thank you very much for watching, my friends. I enjoyed playing Ratchet and Clank 2, and this series has been surprisingly more successful than I thought it was going to be. I honestly thought that, you know, I would find, you know, I honestly did not think I would find an audience for this game, you know, given that it's Twitch, and Twitch typically likes Fortnite a lot. But thank you very much, guys. You've honestly made the series completely and utterly worthwhile, and because of that, we're going to be doing some more of these older games, because that's always kind of what I wanted to do, was do some of these older games from my childhood. So that's what we're going to be doing for a little bit now. So yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys have given me the inspiration and the desire and the motivation to keep doing some of these, you know, PS2, early 2000s, late 1990s games. So you guys have really liked it, and that's been awesome, and the response has been great. So yeah, was not expecting this at all. So hopefully Ratchet and Clank 3 is just as successful, and same with Deadlocked. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who watched along live with me tonight, or today, and throughout the series. Thank you to everyone who followed. Yeah, make sure you join the Discord server, guys, and follow me on Twitter and all that. And yeah, Cassie says, that is one of life's great mysteries. Why don't I break out in song? That's one of my quotes. I don't know. How's a 28-year-old do I have fat fingers, yet be able to fit into LXL as you would know them, dry nights? I don't know either. I don't know. I wish I could answer for you, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'll be back Friday. Yes, because today's Wednesday. I'll be back Friday with the game that you'll find out what the hell it is on Friday. Fortunately, I know how to finish that game so quickly that it'll only be one stream, and then we can get on to Ratchet and Clank 3 on Sunday. So, anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning into this series. I'll be back very soon. And yeah, got a good series of games ahead of us, and I'm really looking forward to it. You guys have been awesome. Continue to be awesome. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, you guys have been absolutely amazing. And I hope that I've been able to entertain you in some way, shape, or form. Anyway, guys, I will see you later. Until next time, guys, farewell.